Hi, I'm Alexandra Lloyd, a French Canadian who's called Birmingham, Alabama home since 2017. Welcome to From Where to Here, the podcast that celebrates the rich diversity of languages, cultures, and the stories that connect us all. Each month, I'll sit down with inspiring guests from different backgrounds to explore their cultures, languages, and tackle some fun in our Truth, Dare, or Debunk segment. Whether you're a language enthusiast, a culture lover, or just curious about the world, you're in the right place. Let's dive into your next favorite cultural adventure. What is Language Legacy? It's a youth and elders interview series where teenagers from Alabama engage in meaningful conversations with elders from immigrant and refugee communities. Through guided storytelling and cultural exploration, youth were able to record elders' language memories, idioms, childhood stories, and first language expressions. These interviews were edited into short video stories and shared across all platforms. The goal is to bridge generations through the power of language and storytelling, preserving cultural heritage by connecting youth with immigrant and refugee elders. The possibility of this project is cultural connection, intergenerational understanding, and appreciation through the power of language and storytelling. We want to foster cross-generational and cross-cultural connection, elevate and preserve the linguistic and cultural stories of elders, and finally empower youth as interviewers, listeners, and cultural documentarians.
Hello, with the conversation, let's introduce ourselves with the audience first. Hello everyone, my name is Minh. I'm from Vietnam. Recently, I studied at UAB in business major. I have 1 year in the US until now, from fall 2024. How about you?
Yeah.
It's Kathy.
My name is Chen. I've been in the United States for a long time, more than 30 years. And the first time I came in 81, only 2 years I went back. Second time in 1990, September, so a long time.
Yeah, like at that time, at like 2 times you come to the US.
Yeah.
Like, do you have anything like impression make you remember for a long time?
Yeah, first time I came to the United States is LA. It's a beautiful palm tree, and the people sponsored me. They went to the airport to pick me up. They're very kind. I call them dad and mom. They both passed away. They're very kind.
As you had lived your home country for a long time, do you think that Chinese has changed over the time because of the development, the new generation? They may have a new word,
Yeah.
because of that.
They changed a lot. When I first came here, I didn't go back for a long time. I was in graduate school and worked on my PhD, and so I didn't have time to go. Then after that, some company offered me a job. I didn't go home for more than 15 years. So the change is just so dramatic, and good and the bad. Good is the people lives much better.
Yeah.
Bad, they have prostitution.
Oh.
Like it's a bad things, a good things. So yeah, it's mainly so good. People live much better life.
Like back in the day, do you remember any traditional song or maybe childhood song, rhyme, lullaby that you remember?
One song is 找呀找呀找朋友，你是我的好朋友，听歌恋我握手，你是我的好朋友。The children's song is looking for a friend, you're my friend. Like let's shake hand and bow to each other. You're my friend. That's a children's song. Do you remember your song?
Yeah, as my parents said that, like when I come back from kindergarten, when I know some song, I will singing all day. So like I still remember the song like bà ơi bà, cháu yêu bà lắm, tóc bạc trắng rực trắng như mây, cháu yêu bà cho nắm bàn tay, khi cháu vâng lời cháu biết bà vui. This song mean like Granny, 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 I love you so much. Your hair like a white cloud. The last one say like, I know you are happy when I am over to you.
That's beautiful song.
Because like Vietnamese song, in the past, Vietnam were colonized by Chinese, French, and US also. But like France has a long time, so the right time of the song, you might feel familiar with some song,
French.
Yeah, French, exactly. As I know that, like normal New Year in US, like we have the New Year on the first day of January, right? In China, and some Asian country,
Yeah.
we have the Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
Like I am so curious, the reason why we celebrate the Lunar New Year. Do you know the reason why?
Yeah, well, so we lunar calendar. Chinese is in the past we have our own because the moon, sun, and the moon different from the United States, different calendar. So we always follow the Chinese New Year as a January, the coldest place. To Chinese is not in the December, coldest in January. Lunar calendars follow the lunar. Chinese traditional calendar. So that's why we celebrate. That's the most important thing. Like New Year's, American New Year is not big deal for Chinese.
Is there anything special, like special activity people do to celebrate
Chinese
Yeah.
Eve, yeah. We
Like-
make dumplings. In fact, the whole family sit together, make dumplings. Everybody, younger and older, so they didn't sleep. Probably they don't sleep overnight. It's just whole night, it's just talking, getting together. And because of that time, whole family were far away come home. Especially you probably heard that Chinese New Year, all the people left the city, went back to their own home to celebrate. So it's an important time for everyone to have a make dumpling together.
How about like the red envelope?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the next bit.
What is the red?
红包.
Kung Pao? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's Chinese New Year. So everybody visit, their relatives. They have to give the red envelope with money in it. Good luck.
Yeah.
And for children, even for adults.
Oh.
And these children, they are very happy to get a lot of money. I have a little friend there get $1,000 American Chinese yuan and in the envelope.
Since the time you have been in the US, like, is there any challenge for you to adapt a new language? Especially like we have many kinds of English, like English or American English. Is that hard for you to adapt that?
When I in China, I learned British English. I came here, I keep in the north, use all the British pronunciation and tone. And there's my friend, professor, in fact, child, constant correct me. North is down.
Yeah.
Correct me so many times.
Like,
now I get used to it.
Which one do you feel is it easier, like the
Easy.
British one or like the American one?
I think I'm getting used to in the United States. It's half of my life. I speak American, English much more comfortable, and also spelling. When theater and all the color, they spell different. So I constantly spell wrong. Like color. CULOUR. Then the Americans get rid of it. U.
The you, the word favor also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like French, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, do you have any experience or advice to tell with the younger generation about learning new language?
English is not my first foreign language. So I learned in Russian. Learning English is very hard in a way. It's because it's not regular. Like a sheep, you can't count the sheep. You can count circumstances. That's just doesn't make any sense to Chinese. And also there's also change, verb change. It's hard. You had to persistent, had to learn, just trying to learn it. There's no rules, basically. Russian is very, rule language, very easy to learn. And English, certain way you can pronounce certain way. Like a verb can become noun, verb, and beautiful, like a or doesn't make any sense. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's very hard language to learn. When I learned, and I had to try very hard to just have to overcome the difficulties to first learn the English language. Get frustrated. In fact, I'm teaching one of my friend's grandson English every week, and one day it's hard for him as well. You just have to learn the persistence.
Today's episode is brought to you by Red Cat Coffee House and their Landmark Series coffees. As a cat lover, I could not resist but introduce you specifically to this blend called Light Rails. It features a cat on the label. But not only that, each blend features a landmark, is inspired by a landmark of the city. This one is inspired by our vibrant Rainbow Tunnel downtown, and it has sweet fruits and mixed berries. You can find the Landmark series, including blends like Ironworks, Full Steam Ahead, Alabama Audubon, and Johns Valley Trail, either online, at Red Cat locations, or your local Piggly Wiggly. It's coffee with a story, and even with a feline charm.
Do you think that study a new language look like study a new culture? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. It's completely different. You have to think differently. Like a Chinese, like a rule. For example, 你好吗? Put a ma at the end, it become questions. English is change the rule and everything. So the culture is different here as well. Like a Chinese, very reserved in the world. I'm not typical Chinese already. Very open. Chinese very reserved. Not open, like you don't want the people hug you. But here, people come, they hug you immediately. You feel the warmth, the love, and from the people is different.
I agree with
Did
that.
people hug you when you came here? Anybody hug you?
Until now, I didn't. But like when I met, like as in Vietnam, my parents had a partner. They are foreigner, and like when they go to visit us, they also hurt us. In my opinion, like study a new culture, we can understand the situation to use the right word to speak or to communicate, right? Like let's take an example with an activity of eye. We have many words like see, look, watch, observe. And like as we use that in the wrong situation, everybody will hard to identify what we are trying to say. So like collocation and idiom is also like a key problem. Did you try to translate any Chinese idiom or collocation to English?
Yes. 有志者事竟成. So where's a will, there's a way. In fact, that's always I put on my bed when I was student. My bed, where's a will, there's a way. Always, if you determine, you can achieve anything.
If you don't using your name, your job, like what you are doing for fun, can you describe a little bit yourself? Like what characteristic to identify yourself?
I think most people think me as a kind and loving, and I always feel like I come into this world try to make the world a better place for everyone to live. Doesn't matter your color, your skin color, or you're poor or rich. We all love each other. Different. For example, people from different countries and different cultures. I don't think we never should discriminate anyone. And everybody, we are basically all the same.
Do you often teach your children about Chinese?
Yeah, when my daughter, when I came here, my daughter's 5 years old. So she started, learning language. And she, in the school at kindergarten, they teach English. So she came here home, started talking in English instead of Chinese. So I talked to her in Chinese and teach her learn how to write Chinese. She grown up and she began to, in college, she even spent 1 semester in China to learn the language. That means she remembered it, but not much. So she want to continue to.
Like normal speaking in your family, like what kinds of language you use? Chinese.
Yeah, because she not understand English. And my niece, her husband, they in Hong Kong, they speak English. But when we talk, we still talk in Chinese.
Do you think why is it important to keep language and cultural memory alive?
I think this United States is a multicultural. A lot of people from all the world, and they bring different things to this country. Some of the very good tradition, should be kept. Language and the tradition. I think next generation should remember, continue teach their children about language and culture.
Yeah, like what do you want young people to understand about culture and language?
Understand that, for example, I think language can connect people to each other. For example, I not even want to learn English and Spanish. When I worked, and some people helped me, and I learned Spanish with them, and I just think it's beautiful. I even went to the church for they have the 15 years, and the girls have kind of Baptist, some kind of interesting things. So I went there, attended the Baptist. They invited me there, and I learned their culture, their love, and the tradition. It's lovely.
Yeah.
This country, United States, is everybody come from country except the American Indians, local people. Everybody come from different place. They bring their own culture, their tradition, their wisdom. To younger people, they should keep those memory.
Let's go back to the time you just went to the US. How do you feel if you are walking on the street and hear some people speaking your language?
I would just feel, hey, here's a friend. We can talk, become a friend. I would be very friendly and try to see whether they need any help. Yeah, in fact, not, we went to church. There are a lot of people came to United States that are new, they need, so I just feel like we very keen.
Do you have anything to share with another younger people about language?
Chinese, I think Vietnam, where Asian people probably different from the United States. People here is more straightforward. To me, it's more honest in a way. Asian people are more subtle. If you don't understand the culture, you can tell that they agree with you or not agree with you. But the United States, one thing I love United States people here. They are very honest, straightforward. They say what they feel. In China, like people, they said yes, perhaps they said no. You have to look at their face and feel impression to know they agree with you or not. Is that Vietnamese have the same culture?
Like because of the development and new generation coming, there are many things change about their school of thought, their mind, their lifestyle. I cannot conclude anything until now because I am just still a younger people.
Younger people in China is also different.
Who try to learn a new. Actually, my country is not a developing country, so I just try to study, acquire new knowledge. Maybe technology also, and come back and help my country also.
Vietnamese songs are beautiful.
Thank you. But it's also some song. It's also have the rhythm and string of the Chinese also. It has song like "Này người yêu hỡi." Yeah, it's also. You feel that? Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who shared their stories and helped bring this project to life. Thank you for tuning in to From Where to Here. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who loves discovering new cultures. Follow us on Instagram at From Where to Here Pod for exclusive updates, behind the scenes moments, and a peek at upcoming guests. Until next time, keep learning, keep connecting, and keep celebrating the beauty of languages and cultures. À bientôt!